Hello everybody and welcome to a new unboxing video. Today we are doing an unboxing and a quick review of Shining 3D AutoScan Inspec2, followed by the assembly and a short hands-on demo, in other words, a live scan test. This review is made possible with the support of Admasys Romania, who kindly provided this scanner for testing. Admasys is a reseller and an application center for 3D technologies in Romania, offering showrooms demonstration, consulting, training, 3D printing, and scanning services. They partner with top brands in the industry, and if you're ever looking for professional 3D solution, you will find all their details in the description below. Let's see what we receive in the box and how the scanner presents itself at the first glance. As a first impression, we have a solid construction, a pleasant finish, and a compact design suitable for an office or any workshop. In short, the AutoScan Inspec2 offers excellent accuracy, approximately 0.01 mm per capture, and a fast workflow, especially in automatic mode with the rotary platform. It used structural LED light, which make it safe for the eye and the working environment. It is ideal for dimension inspection, prototyping, reverse engineering, and digital achieving, being suitable for engineers as well as designers or 3D model creators. Assembly is simple. Attach the rotary platform, position the scanner on its support, connect it to the PC, and the software guides you through step-by-step calibration, which takes only a few minutes. For optimal performance and a smooth experience, a PC with a decent GPU and a sufficient RAM is recommended. You will notice how user-friendly the software is. First, connect the data cable to the scanner and the other end to the USB interface of the computer. Connect the power cable to the AC adapter and this one to the scanner in the DC 24 volts input. Then, plug the power cable into the socket. Now you can start to install the software. In the original box, you'll receive a USB flash drive where you have the software. Plug the flash drive into the computer and copy the installation document to your computer. Then you turn on the scanner from the power button and the turntable will rotate automatically when the scanner is connected correctly. After that, install the software from the flash drive. When you launch the program for the first time, you will be prompted to activate your license if the scanner is correctly identified by the system and you have internet access. The next step is the calibration. It may take a few minutes to do the calibration, but you need to do it just once. To start calibration, place the height adapter and the white plate attached to the calibration plate on the turntable of the scanner. Click the calibration button and the scanner will start the white balance calibration automatically. After the white balance calibration is successful, remove the white plate from the calibration plate and put the calibration plate back on the turntable. Now you can view the calibration rate of a progress on the screen. After all the calibration processes are over, you will be able to scan models normally. This was the whole process of installation and calibration. For today's example, I'm going to scan a small statuette of the Milan Cathedral, the Duomo di Milano. I started by clicking Create New Project, naming it Milano, and choosing the folder where the file will be saved. Since I'm scanning just one object, I select Single Object Mode. When it comes to texture, I choose Close because, in this case, the real object has only one solid color. In the meantime, I prepared the support for the scanned object. I assembled the two components, then attached the figurine for scanning, and fixed the support at the 3 points of contact. This brings us into the main menu, where we need to adjust a few important settings before scanning. The first setting is height, which allows me to perfectly center the object inside the camera's viewing frame. Proper position here is important because it helps ensure consistent data capture from all angles. The most important parameter is brightness. This needs to be adjusted so the object is clearly visible through the cameras while keeping the red warning areas to a minimum. Colored objects usually requires less light, while dark or black objects needs brightness set close to the maximum. One of the advantages of this scanner is the automatic brightness adjustment, which I'm going to use it here. All the remaining parameters are left at their default values. Now we can start the scanning process by pressing Start Scan. As you can see, some areas of the statuette aren't visible to the cameras in this position, so the captured data isn't sufficient to create a complete model. To improve coverage, I'll run another scan using Flip Scan, which rotates the object in the opposite direction. I'll fast forward this part. Once the scan is finished, the next step is to align all the captured data. I do this by pressing Align, followed by Preview Alignment, so I can quickly check the results. Next, I perform another scan, holding the objects from the opposite side. I repeat the process once again using Flip Scan, which allows me to end up with 4 scans of the same object, captured from different angles and positions. At this point, you can see that the scanner also captures some unwanted objects and surfaces around the model. To remove them, I use the Select Through option. The software offers multiple selection tools, and in this case, I'm using Click Model to select connected regions along with the Brush tool, depending on the area I need to clean. Once I'm satisfied with the model, it's time for post-processing and export. I go to the post-processing and select Watertight, which automatically fixes any small errors in the mesh. In this menu, you can also choose the processing quality, and I have set to 100% for the best possible result. And here we have it. A clean and detailed 3D model of Duomo di Milano statuette. The details look natural, smooth and very precise. To double-check the results, I opened the model in Fusion 360, where it looks accurate and well-defined. I also tested the same file in Blender, and it works perfectly there as well. In short, this model is ready to be used in multiple workflows, and the impressive number of vertex is yet another confirmation of how accurate and capable the AutoScan Inspec2 scanner really is. This was today's demo with the shining AutoScan Inspec2. After testing it, I can say it's a precise, fast and easy to use 3D scanner, perfect for designers, engineers or anyone who wants to bring real-world objects into digital formats. The build quality, simple software and consistent results make it an excellent choice for both professional and educational environments. Once again, huge thanks to Admasys Romania for providing the scanner for reviewing and testing it. If you want to learn more or see it in action, you will find the link to their website in the description. I hope this video helped you. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the bell so you won't miss future reviews and tutorials. I'm Marius and see you next time.